Want to shave off hours of work week with the help of AI? I'm about to show you how to craft your prompt so powerfully that it's like giving instructions to a pro cleaner. Everything is gonna look spotless. Stick around. Hi, I'm Edna. Welcome to my channel. I help software professionals grow their skills and become more productive by using AI powered tools and workflows. I've been in tech for over a decade now, and I've been through it all. I've done promotions, I've been laid off, and also the burnout. So I decided to create this space to help others grow and upskill and stay employable in this ever changing job market by referring back to my experience. Hmm. Prompt engineering. It's the art and science of crafting really effective inputs called prompts so that you can guide your AI model to get accurate, relatable, and really usable output. Think of it this way: you have hired somebody to clean your house. You tell them, clean the house, please. And at the end, the best you get is some vacuum lines. But imagine if you tell them, please vacuum the rug, dust the coffee table, and organize my magazines based on size. You get exactly what you asked for: a spotless house. Prompting your AI model works similarly. The more precise input you give it, the better and more precise results you get. So, why does prompt engineering matter? Because of three reasons. One, precision. A good prompt should remove ambiguity. Two, efficiency. A good prompt should get you to the right answer faster. After all, this is why we all use AI, right? To move faster and so that we can have more time for being creative, right? Which brings me to my number three point, which is potential. By going faster, you get to unlock AI's advanced capabilities. Things like summarizing those really ugly and hard to understand legal documents, generating code, writing your sprint planning, help you with the architecture planning. So, as you see, being able and learning how to craft really powerful prompts, it helps you go faster and also save time. If you have enjoyed this video so far, I would really appreciate it if you like, comment, and share. And also, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It really helps the channel grow and also to show this content to others who might find it helpful. And in return, I promise I will answer all of your comments. So please comment. And also, here's a really cute picture of my dog, Kaden. All right, let's continue, shall we? Oh, by the way, please make sure to stay until the end because I have a little nerdy dad joke for you. Now, let's get to an example to show you the power of prompting before we get to the strategies and frameworks that I use. I recently wrote a Node.js app and I wanted to create a Docker image for it so I can push it and deploy it into Google Cloud Run. I went to ChatGPT and this is the prompt I gave it. Act as a senior DevOps engineer. Explain step by step how to Dockerize a Node.js application and deploy it to Google Cloud Run using GitHub Actions. Include details on setting environment variables securely with Google Secret Manager. I tried this, but I didn't get quite what I wanted. So I went ahead and enhanced the prompt, and instead I said, act as a senior DevOps engineer, provide a step by step guide to Dockerizing a Node.js app and deploying it to Google Cloud Run using GitHub Actions. Here it is. Include sample Docker file, example GitHub Actions workflow with a build and deploy pipeline, instructions for storing and accessing environment variables securely with Google Secret Manager, and lastly, clear command line examples for each step. Format the response using Markdown with code blocks and bullet point. And voila, I got exactly what I wanted. I'm going to share with you 3 frameworks and strategies that I use for prompting every week. I'm also going to share with you some examples that you can copy, paste, and reuse for yourself. Here's the first framework, the RTF. R stands for role, T stands for task, and F stands for format. Role is basically who do you want the AI act as? What is its persona? T task is like what should it accomplish? What should it do for you? And F is the format, right? Like the output that it gives you. How do you want it to be structured? Here's basically the template for this that you can basically copy paste and use. Act as a code role and code task you want done, and then format the response in code, preferred structure. Here are some examples. The first one I already covered with you with DevOps engineering prompt. Here are 2 more. Sprint summary prompt. Act as a product manager. Summarize the following user stories into a sprint report with status, owner, and risk level. Output as a markdown table. And from my experience, this can at least save you 30 minutes, right? Everyone is different again, but it will save you at least 30 minutes. The next example is about a QA test plan prompt. Act as a QA lead. Write a test plan for this feature, including unit tests, edge cases, and expected results. Format as a checklist in Markdown. From my experience, this can save you at least 45 minutes because like you have to, otherwise write down this whole document from scratch, which is no fun. Here's the second format, CIO. C stands for context, I stands for intent, and O stands for output. Context is basically what is the background, right, for that problem you're trying to solve. And then I intent is where are you trying to head to? What are you trying to achieve? What's the end goal? And O is basically the output. How do you want it to give you back the output, like a Word document, Markdown, table, and etc. And like before, here are 3 examples that I'm going to give you that you can just copy, paste, and use. As the template, you could use here's the background. I want to achieve X. Please output it in Y format. Example 1, meeting agenda generator. We have a sprint planning meeting with 6 engineers and 2 PMs. I want to create a focused agenda with time box topics. Output as a markdown list with estimated durations. In my experience, this at least saves you 20 to 30 minutes. Next example, metrics summary prompt. We just completed a product launch. I want to summarize key metrics and outputs for the leadership team. Output as a 3-bullet executive summary. From my experience, you could save about 30 minutes at least for this task. Again, it's different for everyone, right? The matter of the fact is that you will save time. And the last example that I have for you, incident postmortem prompt. We had a production outage due to a misconfigured secret. I want to generate a postmortem with timeline, root cause, and action items. Output in Markdown with headers. And again, from my experience on this, you can save about an hour, let's say at least. Here's the last one, chain of thought. This is basically the more advanced one when you tell AI, hey, let's think about this step by step. It helps with more advanced reasoning, but also to reduce AI hallucination because we all know sometimes it gets high and it starts hallucinating. This is good for complex things like planning, like debugging your code to find the error, etc. Let's go over some examples for this as well. Example number 1, debugging prompt. Here's my code and the error I'm getting. Copy paste the error here with the error code. Let's think step by step to identify the root cause and suggest a fix. You can save, anywhere from 30 minutes to 70 minutes probably on this. Again, this is just a benchmark. The moral of the story is you will save time. The next one is effort estimation prompt. Based on the following feature requirements, listing step by step to break it down into subtasks and estimate time in hours for each. Again, at least 45 minutes, an hour of save time. Last one, architecture decision prompt. We're designing a microservices system on GCP. And let's think about it step by step through trade offs between Cloud Run, GKE, and App Engine for the setup. Again, could save you about at least an hour worth of time. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you like, comment, and share it. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. It helps the channel grow and also to show this content to others who may find it useful. And now I leave you, like I always do, with a joke. Because life is too short not to laugh, right? Why was the computer cold? Because it left its windows open. I know.